Hey guys, it's been a while since I made an actual video on this channel, but based on the time this is being uploaded and the title of this video, this is gonna be a compilation of all the shorts I've made this year. It was truly an honor to have all of you guys this year, and I can't wait to see you guys in 2025. I'm not expecting this video to get a lot of views as it's only a compilation, but still I do hope you guys have fun watching this and see my editing skills progressively get better over time. But other than that, have fun watching this, and I'll see you guys next year in 2025. See ya!
Is Clone Dano dead? Well, the answer is, I have no idea. After the creators had finally took us down again, Clone Dano got shot multiple times. And, based on the comments from the video, everyone thinks he's dead. Which is annoying because it took me so long to even make the fool. So the real question is.
Congrats to Danu, Kappa, Muddo, Epicor Seco for winning the competition from my first stream. If you want to have a prize too, join my stream today. But anyways.
In doing tournaments? Yes, this is true. In my tournaments, you can win all sorts of stuff, such as picking the next short, collabing with me, and winning Robux. Who the hell are you?
My name is Prince Shazam, and I'm one of the winners of one of your tournaments.
Okay, but why are you here?
I'm here to tell everyone that Clone Riggy is going live today. Come quick, the winner will get 100 Robux. So good luck.
But now you know that I'm replacing Clone Dano. Well, since he's dead now, I need a new narrator. I don't need to waste more time putting my voice in these shorts. So now I got the boss and his other clones to edit this channel. So hopefully I can upload more. But now you know that.
Before you go, the new voice that you're gonna hear in these shorts is me. I won't reveal who I am yet. But let's just say I have a grudge on a specific someone with a top hat. But I guess now you know that.
How the Sonic movies saved their franchise. Back in 2019, the Sonic the Hedgehog team wasn't doing too good, only having Sonic Mania being big at the time. But that was made from fans. So one day, the team decided to make a full-on movie, and it went successful, earning over $100 million. And it was able to make a sequel, adding more characters each movie. And now in this year, we're getting to new movies, one featuring Shadow, and the other one being a Knuckles series, which are earning them more money, so they can make more games for us. But now you know, the blue raspberry flavor doesn't exist.
What do you mean, of course it exists?
Well, actually you're wrong. Even when there were flavors of your favorite snacks, they were all fake, because there's no such thing as a blue raspberry, which means you have probably been eating regular raspberries, with other stuff mixed in with it. So now the real question is why? Well, it's mostly for branding, and a new twist on a raspberry flavor. Otherwise, it's because a lot of people like the color blue. Just like you, Preston.
Brown. Mine is red because it reminds me of the many of my victims' blood.
That was totally not terrifying, but now you know, Roblox egg hunts are back. And yes, I am so happy to say that they are finally back. After 4 whole years, Roblox had finally listened to us, and brought back Egg Hunt. But you might be wondering, what is Roblox Egg Hunt? Well, Roblox Egg Hunts happens every Easter, but was discontinued in 2020. But then leaks from Roblox hinted to an egg hunt, and then eventually, it got to the famous Roblox streamer Creecraft, and it was so big that it even made him swim.
Holy shit.
I have no idea what the f you even said this whole short.
I guess now you know that. The secrets about the Riggy bot. Number 1. Why did his eye randomly light up red? Maybe he's not the so-friendly robot we know now. Number 2. Why would Riggy trust this thing with his organs? Especially when it easily got taken over from one penguin.
I could easily beat this little shit.
That was close anyways. Number 3. How can we trust the maker of him? And no, I'm not talking about Riggy. I'm actually talking about this guy called Dr. Troll. But we don't know if he's a trustworthy person. It may seem that they are good friends right now, but we don't know if he's secretly working with the penguins. Finally, number 4. The Riggy bot will return. due to a playlist saying part 1 of his art.
Great, now there's 2 of them. What the who are you? Okay, what the is going on?
But now you know. How to commit tax evasion. What the hell? How do we stop this?
Wait, I can see something coming through.
Bro, what the fuck?
Ow, my head. Where am I? Well, I guess, back to the video. Now you have... Wait, where's my gun? Well, I found one. Anyway, now listen to me. Go into a bank. Say I need money. Get the money and go home. Once home, use the gun to kill your mother so she don't know. Finally, use the money how you like. Also, why the listen?
Well, that was weird. And by the way, don't listen to that guy. He's kinda crazy. But I guess you will never know. Is Among Us really dead? Well, it depends on how you play the game. You either play online with random people, or you play local with family or friends. But why does no one play it anymore? Well, it's due to it becoming repetitive, and just playing the same round over and over again until you get imposter, and the whole genre of the game is dead. But according to Google, they say it's the lack of new updates which made the game die. Even when they added the new hide-and-seek mode and funnel map. Yet to this day millions of people still play the game, and the game is still adding small updates, such as giving us a battle pass. Otherwise you have to play the game with a group of people. If not then, it's just not fun. So that's why I'm streaming it today, with you guys, so you better come. So I guess you will never wonder.
What is Shortwars? Well, the Shortwars is a collaboration event between many of the biggest YouTube Shorts creators. And the first arc, the Clone Saga, aired from July 16th, 2023 for 2 weeks, ending on the 30th. Mostly recognized for its launch event where channels were invaded by a QR code at exactly 23 seconds into their shorts, leading to a video with a mysterious masked villain. The storyline was made to seem as accessible as possible to start out, although it was littered with more complex hidden clues along the way, many of which are still yet to be solved. Build up over the 2 weeks was against an evil VPN company and clones of popular creators, to be a commentary on how many fake clones of channels exist on different platforms, all culminating on the 30th, where each creator had their own final face-to-face with their clones. Some epic, some funny, and some unexplained for now. There has been a teaser released of a final threat from the mysterious figure. Implications of a much larger storyline and much more complex puzzles lie ahead, as well as the involvement of many other Shorts creators down the line. Now you know. What is the dark web? Well, we all know there's plenty of dark things on the internet. Some people don't realize that the rabbit hole goes dangerously deep. So far that there's a whole locked and boarded up part of the internet called the dark web, but most of us are too afraid to ask what it is or where it even came from. Well, in the early 2000s, the dark web appeared as a way to stay hidden, usually from governments, as normally anything you search through sites like Google can be tracked through your Wi-Fi or service providers. So people use the dark web for a lot of illegal practices, such as buying and selling weapons, drugs, shifty services, etc., and many more terrible and disgusting uses I won't acknowledge. But there are also very few positives, like people in some countries using it to escape the heavy censorship of oppressive governments. But overall, it's a dangerous place that most of us just don't need to see.
Yeah, I searched up free Runky Tail, and all I got is human organs. Unless you're interested in that, don't go on it.
Okay, but now you know. When is your dad coming back with the milk? Well, considering your mom's weight single-handedly pushes the earth off balance and the chances you're a mistake are pretty high, we need to look at the ligma statistic. If you don't know what that is, be sure to ask what it is in the comments. But looking at all this evidence, I'd say the best estimate is probably infinity years. That's an L for you!
No, I'm just kidding. Happy April Fool's Day. I'm sure your parents love you, okay? Probably.
Where did Plushies come from, and why are these called teddy bears? Well, it all started in ancient times with very basic toys made out of wood or clay, which eventually evolved into simple rag dolls around the 1st century, nearly 2,000 years ago. Although, while some are used as toys, others think they were used by witches to torture people as voodoo dolls. Nice. Fast forward to the 1890s in Germany. Marguerite Steiff invents the first ever stuffed animal, a tiny elephant, which wasn't actually a toy. It was just meant to be a pincushion. But her nephew saw the potential in the product and created this stuffed bear, based off artwork where President Theodore Roosevelt refused to harm a baby bear since it was defenseless. Richard Steiff then sent the bear to the president and got his blessing to name it after him, Teddy Bear for Theodore Roosevelt. These plushes have evolved all the way until today, where they have reached the peak of their evolution in the form of a slightly annoying law-breaking rabbit monkey named Riggy. But now you know. What actually is a black hole? Well, first, it's not actually a hole, like a big empty gap in space. It all starts with gravity, more specifically speed. See, gravity is always active on Earth, and to get away from it, you need to be going at massive speeds, which is why we use rockets to be able to get away from Earth's gravity. The official term is escape velocity, which is the minimum speed needed to escape the gravity of a planet or interstellar object. For many years, scientists and astronomers theorized about a potential object that had such intense gravitational pull that there was absolutely nothing that could escape. Even the fastest things in the universe.
Wait, was that you,
Like the speed of light, which is why it's called a black hole. So what would happen if, say, you jumped in? Well, no one's ever tried it yet. It's pretty simple. You know how on a roller coaster, when you go really fast, your skin starts to sag downward off your bones? Now imagine that, but times 1 billion and with your whole body. The official process is called spaghettification, where the weight exerted on your body literally flattens you. But now you know.
Why cheese pops are the best. Hold on, I thought you said that you're gonna take these shorts seriously.
What do you mean this is serious? And shut up. Just do the short, you whiny baby.
Okay, geez man. Well, first of all, it's made out of cheese, and we all know that cheese is the best. Unless you're lactose intolerant, that would suck for you. And it's also the best snack on earth. You can take it anywhere you like, from the park, your house, your friend's house, and even a funeral. And if you don't agree with any of these statements, I will find you. But if you do agree, then you're not on my hit list, and you will live another day. But now you know.
Twinkies, the rise, fall, and the danger? Now almost as iconic as hot dogs and Mickey Mouse, Twinkies are embedded into American culture. But things weren't always so sweet for this treat. The first big issue was a 1979 murder case in San Francisco, where the mayor was murdered, but the defense claimed that the murderer was actually mentally unstable because of his Twinkie addiction. This got the public to investigate the contents of Twinkies, which were obviously already unhealthy. And as a push for health began in the late 90s, making the public eat things like vegetables.
Speaking of dieting, we have spinach, probably one of the healthiest foods on the planet. Wait, this isn't my tier list? What the?
That was weird. But Twinkies started to become forgotten, which was then followed by a worker strike, 2 bankruptcies, and eventually in 2011, Hostess gave up. Until 2 men swooped in and saved Hostess and the Twinkie. And the comeback was insane. People didn't know how bad they wanted them until they were gone. And now you know all about.
We hit 15,000 subscribers. But seriously, thank you guys so much. I would never thought that I would have this much. And you guys' support really helped me throughout the time on YouTube. So I decided to remake my first ever short on this channel. Here we go. How am I still alive? Well, when Riggy knocked me into the void, I was lucky enough to teleport in time, and was able to teleport behind the graph paper. Luckily, I managed to live. I might have lost the fight, but I will win the war. But the true question is, what is the plan? Well, the plan is, hey, what's happening today? Help.
Why winning the lottery is horrible? Obviously, there are millions of people every day who dream of winning the lottery because money would solve all their problems. In reality, the lottery usually ends up making people's lives way worse. First off, the second you win, anyone who's even barely related to you, meaning your aunt's cousin's boyfriend's sister, will approach you asking you to help her out with just a couple $1,000s. Of course, it's nice to help people out, but eventually you're gonna have to say no. But when that happens, you're most likely gonna run into problem number 2. Hundreds of people have died from winning the lottery. Sometimes by drugs or alcohol, but most commonly by murder. With jealous friends or family, or even spouses having struck the blow. Not to mention tons of strained relationships as people hate you for being so lucky. But the biggest reason why winning the lottery just isn't worth it, because most winners end up either bankrupt or right back at their 9 to 5 after blowing all of that money on frivolous spending. And a lot of them say winning the lottery was the worst thing that ever happened to them. But now you know.
Riggy, are you? Oh gosh.
Why do we say bless you when people sneeze? Well, there's a couple different claims. Most people agree that the reasoning came about either in ancient Rome or medieval times. And there's two ways it can be interpreted. One, a literal standpoint, where people were a lot more vulnerable to diseases such as the plague. So since sneezing is associated with sickness, they would say bless you in hopes that you don't get sick. Or two, a spiritual standpoint, where either sneezing meant that your heart stopped and left you vulnerable to bad spirits, or sneezing meant that you were getting rid of a bad spirit. Which is what some Romans believed, which is why sometimes instead of saying bless you, they would say congratulations, which sounds odd. Nowadays, most of us aren't afraid of a plague or bad spirits, so it's just evolved to be a habit and good manners to acknowledge when somebody sneezes. Or you could be like the Romans and say congrats, effectively confusing everyone around you. But now you know. Is your blood blue? Okay, so obviously if you've seen blood in any movie or TV show or even real life, if you've gotten a cut or a scrape or seen a dead body, then you know blood is red. But there's a large part of the population that believes that when the blood is inside your body and not exposed to oxygen, it's blue. So, is blood blue? Yes, just not in humans. Your blood is red. It will always be red, inside or outside of the body unless you inject food coloring into your veins or something. But in some animals, their blood is actually different colors. That includes some species of spiders, lizards, and even a couple sea creatures that can all have blue, purple, or even green blood depending on the chemical makeup of their body. So what most likely happened is someone mistook the fact of certain animals having blue blood on their insides and thinking that humans have blue blood as well. But now you know.
The pros and cons of clones. As we all know that Preston is a clone of Riggy, yet he doesn't have the same appearance as him, which could be both a con or a pro. A possible con would be having certain features being different, like their personality, their strength, and emotion. But a pro would be their intelligence being really high, which you could take any credit from, and could do multiple devious things, like making it make anything you desire, which could make you very powerful, or it could completely ruin your life, and could possibly impersonate you. This is one of the main reasons clones aren't seen as something worthy of investing in. Mentality also plays some part in the defamation of cloning, as a lot of people would be terrified by seeing an identical copy of themselves on the street, or having their clone replace and impersonate them. But these are just some of the ethical, religious, and overall moral problems with cloning that most people just don't want to face. But now you know.
The most insane conspiracy theories? Everyone has a brain, but these theories demonstrate that not all people use theirs to its full extent. So let's go through the wildest conspiracy theories on the internet. 1. The moon landing was fake. While yes, it's crazy that we were able to put a guy in a giant rocket and send him to the floating rock in the sky and bring him back home safe, people claim that this footage isn't real. Except for the fact that it was 1969 and the camera technology or special effects needed to make this fake footage didn't exist yet. Remember, computers still look like this and CGI looked like this. Yeah, no. Number 2, that pigeons aren't real and are government drones. Most people think this because we've never seen a baby pigeon. But that's not true. That's what Google is for. Yeah. My girlfriend says they're cute, but I don't see it. Number 3, people in 2023 think that the Earth is flat. No. Or there's still flat earthers. Man, I can't. So if the Earth is flat, why hasn't all the water drained off the sides yet? And why has not a single person taken pictures of the edge? And where does wind come from? But these are definitely... Why 13 is unlucky? From Friday the 13th being seen as the scariest day of the year to hotels skipping from floor 12 right to 14, there's even an official term, triskaidekaphobia, for the extreme fear of the number 13. But why? Why is this number considered unlucky? Well, there's actually a couple theories. Some people think it's because of our past infatuation with the number 12. There's 12 months in a year, our days are just 24 hours, which is just 12 doubled, etc. But the most widely agreed upon explanation is actually to do with dinner guests. In Norse mythology, Loki was the 13th guest to arrive at a feast in Valhalla before he got someone killed. Or biblically, how Judas was the 13th guest to arrive at the Last Supper before he got Jesus killed. However, interestingly, it's mostly a Western superstition. In fact, Egyptian culture actually views 13 as a lucky number, so it seems like we mostly made up the very first chocolate chip cookie. This delicious sweet may seem as old as time, but believe it or not, it's only a little over 80 years old. People like to believe tales that chocolate just so happened to fall in cookie batter and magically this came out. But the reality is much more grounded. Ruth Wakefield had a degree in household arts, and she worked hard to build up the Toll House name, which was originally just an inn. So the original invention of the cookie was most likely a result of a lot of testing and educated creativity. Interestingly, it was supposed to be consumed alongside ice cream, but it was so popular, people started eating it just by itself. The original recipe was planted in Wakefield's cookbook, Tried and True, releasing in 1938, and she also agreed to have the recipe on the back of Nestle chocolate bars in exchange for $1 and a lifetime supply of chocolate. And the recipe exploded in popularity, so much so that one of the most famous and longtime running radio programs in history, Betty Crocker, featured it, cementing its place in history as one of the most famous desserts of all time. But now you know the history of why we get brain freezes?
From ice cream? Duh.
Obviously, brain freezes come from eating any form of ice cream or snow cone too fast, but why does this actually happen? Well, the ice headache's scientific term is phenylpalatine ganglioneuralgia, which is just a word used to make doctors sound smart, but basically this is the process of the headache you get while eating cold food too fast. See, when the ice cream hits the roof of your mouth or the top of your throat, it activates the trigeminal nerve, which sends sensations to your head. Just like how your brain freaks out when you hurt yourself, it's trying to scream, don't do that, while also expanding the nerves around your brain to pump blood to the frozen area as fast as possible, which is what causes the headaches, and also why brain freezes don't go away instantly when you stick your thumb to the roof of your mouth or drink hot water, because it needs to slowly halt the pumping of blood. But interestingly, only around 50% of people even get brain freezes, and science still isn't sure why. But now you know.
How to make cocaine. What just happened?
Hey Clone Riggy.
Royal Melon, why are you here?
I just wanted to let you know that the court case is soon, so you better convince your fans to join Team Clone.
I was just getting to that part.
Really? Then why is there cocaine?
He wasn't supposed to see that. Yeah, he's right, but I already know that you guys are loyal fans. But just in case, I need you guys to prove it. But you might be asking how? It's actually quite simple. All you need to do is use one of these profile pictures to truly support Team Clone. You can take these profile pictures from my community post or from my server.
You Clone Riggy, I think I can hear callers now.
But I guess you'll never know. Tomorrow is the court case. Yes, on July 16th the court case will happen. And we will hopefully win against the creators. Although I won't be here, I did pre-record some shorts already, and I will be using cardboard cutouts as well. Just like in my last short. In order to truly support Team Clone, you can wear these profile pictures that are in my community post. But it seems like I'm running out of time, so I'll see you guys at the court case tomorrow. But now you know that.
The biggest scam in history? If you thought NFTs were a massive scam, boy do I have a story for you. You may have seen this before. This is the logo for the energy corporation Enron, which was absolutely massive near the close of the 20th century, but what happened? Well, the company basically covered up the fact that they weren't doing too well for multiple years, claiming they had made $591 million more than they had between the years 1997 and 2000.
Wait a minute, I recognize.
Towards the end, their stock price plummeted from a high of $80 all the way down to 26 cents. And then the company declared bankruptcy. So why was this so bad? Well, Enron was seemingly the best company to work for at the time, with many having their life savings tied up in the company, and they lost it all. And what's worse, many higher-ups cashed in all of their stock before the company crashed, getting away with plenty of money. Although, to be fair, the CEOs of the company were then charged with 39 counts of fraud and conspiracy, so karma.
How long do clones live? Well, if your clone is just like Clone Riggy, it will only live for about a year, as the body of the clone will start to crack. But if the clone is stronger, it would live at least 50 human years. This is because the clone's aging process is double than the average humans. So by the age of 50, the clone will theoretically be 100. Clones also suffer to fitness decay, making the clone insanely weak. This might make you think that you shouldn't clone yourself, but you couldn't in the first place, as it's illegal in many countries. So if you see a clone, it might be illegal, but now you know.
The Sonic 3 movie trailer just dropped, and it actually looks insanely good. So first up, they're bringing in fan-favorite character Shadow the Hedgehog, voiced by Daddy Keanu Reeves. And while some are disappointed that he's just using what seems to be his regular voice, honestly, I think it fits perfect. But the best thing about this trailer is how it confirms they're really doing Shadow's origin story with Maria and Dr. Eggman's father. Maria was Shadow's best friend and the granddaughter of Dr. Gerald Robotnik. Basically, in the lore, Maria got sick, and Shadow was created by Gerald Robotnik to cure her. But the government thought that Shadow was a threat and locked him away. I'm gonna be straight up, I think what happened is the first movie was incredibly studio pilled, meaning Paramount didn't care about Sonic and just wanted a cash grab road trip movie. But with each passing sequel, the creators are allowed to go deeper and deeper into the Sonic lore. First introducing Tails and Knuckles, and now the full-sense Sonic Adventure 2 storyline is just amazing for true Sonic fans. Listening to what the fans want. Some franchises could take a hint, but now you know how.
How to survive being stranded on an island.
You gotta be kidding me, the AI broke. I guess I'll be narrating. How to survive being stranded on an island. Now obviously the chances of being stranded are close to none, but just in case, here is some tips to survive. First, stay calm. Panic can lead to poor decisions. Second, water is your top priority. Humans can survive weeks without food, but only days without water. 3. Use natural materials like leaves, branches, or bamboo to build a simple lean-to shelter or a more elaborate structure, depending on your surroundings. Also, it suggests staying positive because you're going to get nothing done if you're always unhappy, but now you know.
What if the moon crashed into Earth? Yup, just like Majora's Mask, it's the dawn of the final day and the Earth is doomed. So what would happen? First up, most people know the oceans would begin to flood, so many tsunamis would kill millions. Compasses would freak out since the Earth's magnetic pole is now out of whack. Animals are acting weirder than ever, with wolves howling endlessly. The weather is flipped with snow in the desert. The days get darker faster since the moon not only blocks the sun, but has changed Earth's rotation speed. Then the earthquakes start as Earth's crust begins to move. Volcanoes wake up and lava begins rising from the core. There's rain and ash everywhere, and the only way to survive at this point is worldwide gas masks. But right when you'd think the moon is due to plunge through the Earth, it actually splits since Earth's gravity is much stronger than the moon, tearing it into asteroids which over time would fall to Earth and finish us off. Hopefully we'll never have to meet that terrible fate, but that's...
Am I even clone Riggy? Over the past weeks, things in my world hasn't been the same since the court case. So I did a little research on the internet, and I found out that I apparently died. At first I thought this was fake, but everyone including team creator is saying that I'm dead, which still doesn't make sense as I'm literally right here. So this left me questioning if I'm actually clone Riggy. And to be honest, I don't know if I am. I've been glitching, and so has my world. Maybe Oh, what the hell? Wait, help me. Hey guys, I am happy to say I'm not dead. If you remember last short, I was talking about how I was doubting that I am clone Riggy. Then this weird portal came out of nowhere and took me, but you might be wondering, where am I now? Well, that portal took me to this weird void area, which I haven't properly explored yet, but still looks cool. My guess is that I need to find a universe that fits me, since it seems like that my old one wasn't the best. Hopefully, I'll be able to do shorts even though I'm currently nowhere. It would be helpful if you guys give me tips while I'm here. Also, I forgot to mention that there are portals around me, but I don't know if I should enter one though, so I'll leave it up to you guys. Should I enter one of the portals? Hey guys, sorry for not uploading for a while. The internet here is not the best, as I'm literally in the void. Anyways, I'm here to ask you guys for questions for a Q&A, as it's really boring in here. If only I had someone here with me. What the?
Why hello there.
What or who are you?
I am Preston Prime, the best Preston.
Oh well, okay then. How did you end up here with me?
Through the portal, you silly Billy hilly shilly.
I'm starting to think you're hot.
Shush, I don't think you understand. I like my cheese drippy, bro, okay?
What does this even mean?
Fine.
Why are you doing this?
So you go in a portal, obviously, you stupid cuckoo head.
Well, okay then. Please leave some questions in the comments, since it's going to be a pain with this guy.
What is actually going on, my Rizzlers?
I should have known not to allow you to do the intro. Anyways, hi guys, we will answering the questions for the Q&A. Here's the first question from Mama Luigi. How do I feel about Riggy? As of right now, I don't really care about him. I'd rather have him here than this guy.
Hey, that's not Rizzy of you.
From Maximum Gaming, how do I feel being with Prime Riggy, and that he could possibly be a traitor?
First of all, he loves me, and second of all, I am a good boy, so f you.
From Dr. Dummyman, why didn't I give Clone Dachia attention? Who's Clone Dachia? Anyways, from Official Daft, is there any other prawn flavors?
Yes, but they're all gone.
What do you mean?
Hogan Mall and KS, I sold them.
What? Do you mean Logan Paul and KSI?
No.
Okay then, and for the last question, what do I think of other Clone Riggy channels? Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, you got a lot to learn, my gooning pal.